The 100 Code is a crime show that previously aired in Sweden in 2015, and it's just now finally coming to America on WGN. And I watched the first couple ones and I was like, okay, let's see if I can find the rest of them and binge watch them right now. And I binge watched them, and it's a really good series.
Detective Conley is tracking a potential serial killer suspected of the rape and murder of 6 young women. And the New York Police Department thinks there could be a connection to the body of that young woman that we found.
That case matches the profile of the girls we found in New York. Found in a field near water, strangled.
So as a warning, though, again, this show released in 2015, and it did not get renewed for a second season, even though at the end there's a little bit of a cliffhanger. And to make matters worse, even if it did really well on WGN in America, one of the main characters, Michael Nordquist, sorry, I don't know how to pronounce his name exactly, but he has passed away in 2017. So I don't think he can really do another season of this. But I still think just even as its own, it's a really fun show. So along with Michael Nordquist, it has mainly starring Dominic Monaghan in one of the Hobbits. And, he is like a New York a detective. And in the beginning of the show, he corners a serial killer, but then he, instead of killing him, he runs away and he comes back and he shoots his partner instead. And then now he's continuing to search for him, and he's found that he's in Sweden, and he comes to Sweden and he works with them to try to find the serial killers. And you first seem like it's this one serial killer that is killing blonde, blue-eyed women, and he buries them among asphodel flowers, and he buries one and he puts a breathing tube in the mouth and lets them there for days until he kills the next one. Then he stuffs the asphodel flowers into the breathing tube so that they'll die then. Then what first seems to be you might have a whole season of going after this one serial killer turns into something different when they kind of catch him, but then they find out that there's this other thing going on that's LH, who is kind of a patron of serial killers and kind of getting people to do serial killing and giving them money and the resources they need to do it. And that he's kind of a mastermind of all these serial killers. So each kind of, it almost becomes a monster of the week sort of thing. Although generally it's each serial killer has a couple episodes. And it's kind of fun. At a certain point, it gets a little unbelievable with some of the stuff, but I really enjoyed the show. I liked a lot of things they did with it. That they different serial killers, different killers, and they go on and you have secrets about his life. Is he has Dominic Monaghan has something tragic happen in his past, and Michael Nordquist, his wife had died of cancer. Then there's stuff going on with his daughter. And there's a lot of different twists and turns in the show, and I had a lot of fun watching it. It's too bad that it didn't get a season 2 while Michael was still alive. But I think as just a standalone season 1, it's still pretty enjoyable. I'd probably give it an 8.25 out of 10. I think you can see it's on WGN right now. I think they're going to be on the 3rd episode, but you can find it elsewhere too. And I would recommend it, especially if you like crime shows, I always love them. Some of my favorite shows to watch, and it was a fun crime show to watch. So thanks for watching. You can check out the video playlist on my head or subscribe to me over there. Thanks.